this thing on? Hello, please? Oh, good evening. Good evening. Game dev. Let's do it. Let's do some game dev. Yesterday I left off with implementing SQLite. And I've kind of done that. I got some plugins. I don't actually know if it works or anything, and I think I need to do a little bit more here. But yeah, we've got a little SQLite database built, and so we're going to be using SQLite to serialize our PCG points instead of using binary serialization. And I've done a little bit of the code setup here, this little database class. So I think we're ready to like start changing the code over, or at least, well, we're ready to start writing some queries. Yeah, this is gonna be nice for PCG, because one, it's going to help us not regenerate points when we don't need to, and it's also going to help us query for specific points even when PCG is not running. So both good things, and I think it's going to be better than the binary serialization, because I don't have to like partition my data with save files that are really difficult to manage, and I wrote like a really disgusting subsystem to do that. I think this is going to be a lot easier. Downside is now I have to create like tables and schemas and shit, which is kind of annoying. But I think it'll be okay. So I think I'm going to store a lot of the Unreal data types as just JSON stuff. And I wrote a little function here. The little helper function to just arbitrarily convert a prepared statement column to a Unreal type, a templated type there. So I think that'll be cool. Okay. What do I need to do here? I copied this code. There's a prepared statement in here. Yeah, I suppose this is going to be... Why did he put it in there on database startup? I don't think we want that. Destroy prepared statements first. Okay, would you not destroy them after you... I think I'll probably just destroy them after I use them. Yeah, let's just delete this stuff for now. Let's just see if we can get this started. And then I'll start writing some more code potentially. I think the first thing I'm going to need to do is let's pin these files here. So I also want the environment item spawner is what I'm going to primarily be working in. Pixel shake. Hello. Never use databases, but will you need to convert types for each and every value at runtime? So, I mean, you do need to like do some, change. I mean, a database is essentially just like a very structured and optimized text file. So it is just text, encoded text that ends up getting converted one way or another. But like it's got built-in types for all the primitives. It's got like a built-in thing for that. And then for all the Unreal types, I just wrote this thing right here, which will just take a templated type. And I'm planning on just storing it in JSON. So I'll have an equivalent one of these functions for setting the value to. So most of it should happen automatically. But I will need to like do that for each column that I get back, right? So there's a little bit of manual nature. And yes, that will happen. That will happen when the query is done. We'll see how much can happen in like a background thread versus on the game thread and stuff, you know. Does that answer? I hope that answers your question. Okay. Are we frozen? No. Okay, we're good. I was more asking because when I was profiling, a string to int conversion was taking longer than a line trace. How long? How long was that? Does that file not exist? Yeah, I mean, hopefully most of it can happen on a background thread, so I won't even need to worry about that. But yeah, well, we will do a profile of it. But I do know, like, loading the save files that I have now would take several milliseconds. So if it's better than that, I'm all good. My project database.SQLite. It should be there. For what is that? What is it? Is that nanoseconds? Microseconds? What is that? 2 microseconds? And like, how would that be different from binary data, I suppose? Micro, yeah. Yeah, would that be any different from binary data? Okay, so it couldn't find my database. The file is there. That do be valid. That do be valid. What's the deal here then? Just says disk IO error. Not if you're converting, apart from the lookup costs, but just having literal int value in a struct and using it is like 1 to 2 cycles, right? I don't know the individual cycle number for things like that. I'll take your word for it. Okay, now I need to figure out like what can possibly go wrong here. Yeah, get last error, disk IO error. Okay, time to Google. It's not like in use by something else, is it? Did you write all this, or is this the plugin? I mean, I just wrote this part right here. Just like literally just the hello world of working with this. Alright, let's just try to run it again and we'll see if it's just the same issue first of all while I look at this. Does it matter what the extension is? What is the... let me read this path again. I mean, that is the right content folder and stuff. No answer. Try this $50 plugin. This is a link to the same thing. These are the same thing. Okay, great. Let me go back to that that tutorial. I should have it. Yeah, got him there. Got him there. Well, no, I don't. Where is SQL Core? SQLite Core. Okay, maybe that's the issue. Okay, let's try again. Do I need to regenerate files after that? Oh, I think it's doing it for me. Motherfucker. Disk IO error still. Okay. I've added the things I needed for the modules, and I get the idea of it, but really is it simply for compile optimization? Because it annoys me each time I need to add a module. I don't know. I mean, this is just like what, a list of enabled plugins and stuff. And then this is like, I guess, where you're using them. Oh my god, my Spotify subscription ran out. Got a cold? So we have ads now. Great. Maybe I need to do this part first. So I haven't done that part. Let's just comment. Comment that out. Bro, I'm gonna have a whole minute of ads now. Oh, that's annoying. Bro, is it just playing over and over again because I have it muted?
86% of parents talk with their children about personal.
Or is that 3 ads in a row? Bro, Spotify, kind of toxic. Kind of toxic. And I swear, these seconds are slower than regular seconds. I feel like this is longer than a 30-second ad. There we go. Music is back. Okay, so let me try packaging advanced, project settings, packaging advanced. Okay. Packaging. You don't listen to music. I mean, I don't really listen to music much, but I don't think I would never say I don't listen to music. That's very interesting. What packaging advanced? Additional non-asset directories. To package? Oh, to copy. Databases. Okay, I cannot click anything in there. Oh, just the folder? Oh, yes, select folder. Databases. Okay. Did that change my default engine 99? Does it show up in here? No, it doesn't. Is it because it does the extension matter? Let me remove the extension on that. Oh, because it's open in OpenJDK. Okay, hang on. Does it actually change the name? And if I close that, is it fine? But I have to like disconnect from it, I guess. And maybe that's why. Maybe that, hang on, maybe that's why. Let's retry that. You've never in your life felt, you know, what I could do with some music right now. So do you like, you like go for runs or go to the gym or work out or anything? You go for car rides? What do you do during those times? Because that's primarily when I listen to it. than during stream as well. Okay, that was the issue. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I guess I can't... That's a little annoying. That's a little annoying. So there can't be more than one connection to the database, it seems. And it just may not ever show up in there. Let me look this up. I always have sound, but I'm normally a university lecture video or video essay kind of person. Oh my god. And you had the gall to say that you were not a smart person. I think that was yesterday. I sleep to videos about paradox and math problems. Oh my fucking god. True crime, letting loose a little bit there. You know, there was this one guy, this one podcast I used to listen to fall asleep. Sam Harris, I want to say his name was, and he would talk about like philosophical stuff. But he just had the kind of voice that made me want to fall asleep. So it wasn't like I was actually retaining anything that he was talking about. Okay, so it says it can have multiple connections. So what happens if I try to, so I clicked deactivate. What did that even do? Did that do anything? Okay, it connected to it again. Interesting. But I can't start Unreal Engine. Wait, how did this... Why did it create this class? Anyways. Oh, is it because it's a U class? Maybe it shouldn't be a U class. Hang on, let's try this out. Okay, we're connected to it right now in Writer. I was gonna say, why did this even get executed? I'm not creating one of these yet. I think it's probably Unreal Engine picked it up as a U object. And like, you know, did some automatic shit with it. Maybe it just shouldn't be a U object. I just kind of did that by default without thinking about it. Get that generated file out of here. Disgusting. I am not smart. That is a fucking outright lie. Just enjoy puzzles. I think that makes you smart. To be honest with you, I think that will make you a smart person. I mean, you're literally like doing logic puzzles. Like, I think that makes you into a smart person. If I was born both smart and enjoyed puzzles, I'd be a billionaire. No, billionaires exploit people, so you have to be a shitty person as well. And you have to be a little bit lucky as well. And you do have to work hard also, so... A lot of things you need to do to be a billionaire. I think you are hard on yourself, and it's okay. Okay, so we started up correctly that time. Okay, so I think it was just maybe a U-object weirdness happening there. Cool. Okay, let's start writing some shit. 100% don't work hard, I just think hard. Well, you know, work smarter, not harder. That's a thing. You know, I see life as like you've got hard work, you've got intelligence, and you've got luck. If you have enough of two of them, you don't need the third one. So if you're lucky and intelligent, you don't need to work hard. Okay, yeah, let's write some inserts, I suppose, right? We are opening it for read only. Read, write, create. Oh, it can create the database if it doesn't exist. That needs to be on a t-shirt. Ugh. If it was, it'd immediately be cringy and I would regret ever saying it. Okay, so let's start writing some data here. Insert PCG save. Stub that out for me. Let me look at my database here as well. Resource. I may need to add another table here for the PCG save. Let me look at, yeah. Environment item spawner. I do need the save slot name for sure. For sure. And I need the grid as well. Yeah. Table name, yeah, PCG save. Kind of a ambiguous name. That's gonna have to work for now. I also found out you can just like have any data type. Like you can just like, that's a valid data type. And it'll just, this is just going to be like text or something. Or no, it's an integer. And you can just create data types in SQLite. So that's very strange. A PCG save. So should I have an ID? Might as well just make it an ID. Primary key. PCG save ID. You can be an integer, not null, auto increment, and we'll make you a primary key as well. There we go. Okay, new column. What do we need? Saved name. Can be text. Save name, not null. Right? Well, maybe not necessarily. Maybe there's a case in the future. We don't care about that. Isn't that the same as C++ with custom types? Well, I mean, I guess the difference is C++ is a strongly typed language where you're creating the type. You're creating a type. You can't just like you have to create the type first and then you can use it. But like with this database column type, like you can just put any text in there and it'll just go with that, which is weird. Like normally you'd have to like register the data type and tell the database how to use it first. Save name, we want the grid cell as well. Is that what I want to call that? I think so. And that is going to be a vector. So that's also going to be text. So that'll be a JSON. That will be a JSON. Anything else I want in here? I think that's it for now. Maybe the graph name. Maybe the graph name. Yeah, because then we need save name to be, I think, a bit unique. Maybe I won't even use save name anymore. Although, wait, no, that's what I'm using to like wire it back up to the node. And so maybe I need, I think there is a node GUI, a unique ID within the PCG framework somewhere that I may be able to find it and use. But let's not get too sidetracked on that. Let's just go with the save name, graph name, grid cell combo that I've been doing. So save name needs to be unique within a graph, and we're happy. Maybe I should make that my primary key. But then that's kind of annoying to like reference as a foreign key. So now we're gonna leave it like that. I think you should just do a test for profiling. Well, I need data in there before I can profile it, right? Mainly because I'm super concerned that the type switches are going to nuke the performance. I guess you just pull all the data from one thread, convert it into structs, and then use it live without the conversion penalties. Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on all this happening on a background thread anyway. And I mean, like, it already takes, like, I mean, I could probably show you. Although I cleared it. Okay, let me see if I can rerun this real quick. Yeah, I may have to buy Spotify. Do I not have the timings? I thought I was logging the timings here. Maybe if I switch it to load real quick. Am I not? I thought I was doing that. Yeah, what the heck? I wonder if it's loading from cache right now. Although I thought a force reload would. Oh my god! I forgot to delete the. Okay. Oh, I hate how Unreal Engine doesn't save things when it crashes. Like. Okay, delete that out of here. Bro, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious right now? I mean, you see, this system is so messy, man. And why did that happen anyways? Okay, so this one, 12 milliseconds. Took 12 milliseconds to load this file. It was full of grass. 15,000 points, 12 milliseconds. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to show at least one sample of that. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not gonna like go full bore without knowing what it's capable of, but I'm gonna get some data in there. And we have the PCG save. Now I need a foreign key. Let's just put the points in there. So the points, I need to modify this. Edit data? No, I guess I could copy and paste data in there, but that just seems like more work than just doing it, to be honest with you. PCG point, modify table. I need a new column for the, yes, column for the, actually it's going to be the foreign key, but I guess I need a column first. PCG save ID. PCG point save ID integer not null. there's no existing rows, so that shouldn't really matter. Foreign key, PCG save ID, target name. Oh, target table. I need to fill that out. PCG save. Apply that to PCG save ID. Polyfic. Polyfic. What does deferrable mean? I don't know what that means. We're not going to use it. During some of my early testing, with forcing my way into chaos thread, when I'd crash, I'd brick the engine completely and have to deal with 40-minute compile times. Oh, you're building from source? Is that what I'm picking up? Yeah, thankfully I don't do that. I just override the hell out of things. I definitely don't want to diverge as much as possible, if I can avoid it. Okay, so I'm going to get, I know one parameter of this is going to be UPCG save container, and maybe I'll change this to be just parameters, but for now, I already have it packaged up in there, so we're going to use that. Okay, F SQLite prepared statement. Let me look at that little guide again. He just did new prepared statement and create. Okay. Create my project DB, and then I need show me what the other params are. The statement and flags, which can be none or persistent. Okay, I think none is fine there then. One thing that is so triggering to me is like the line limit in the engine code. I hate having to scroll horizontally. Sorry, I blanked on where I was. Yeah, I was going to copy this. Okay, select, no, insert. Wait, did he do a write at all? Okay, just same thing except use execute. Okay. I've forgotten how to write inserts. I only do selects now. Show me do. What's the... Okay, insert into table, values, comma separated. I assume those are in order. And then you can also do equals too, right? I think I'd prefer to do equals. Where was that? Right live, here we go. Set up table. Create table, insert into table, values, blah, 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 comma separated. Is there a better? What the fuck? What? What is this? That's wild. I just want a SQLite insert statement. Does it have to be in order? Oh Jesus! Just an example. Okay, here. I know about that one. Is there not an insert that you can do the equals sign on? If the column name list after table name is omitted, then the number of values inserted into each row must be the same as the number of columns in the table. I see. Okay. The column name list is specified. The number of values in each term of the value list must match the number of specified columns. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't want to, like, do every value just yet. Insert into PCG save. Can I create multiple, like, prepared statements to all execute at once? Or like one after another? It would be nice to get like the kind of transaction thing. Anyways, insert into PCG save. PCG save ID, which is the auto increment. And you would do values, which yeah would just be like that. But I also just want the columns, just for verbosity, I think. Thank God, yeah, the length of these is gonna start to get a little nasty. Why did that just insert PCG save execute, and then how do I give it parameters? Oh yeah, set binding value by index, set binding value by name. I suppose if I can pass names through there. Oh right, can't you do what is it, like at save name? Is it the at symbol? Oh no. Where is... I'm looking for something on prepared statement. Okay. Moxie, come here. Okay. Prepared statements. Where can I find that syntax? Is there an example in here? Wait, how are they passing in the prepared statements? Ads. Yeah, that's those ads are very often. Oh, here we go. You'd also specify a named parameter with at. Okay. I guess, do you have to use the number there, or can you just use the question marks? In any case, I think I'll probably stick to the name parameters just to make it a bit more verbose. Moxie, come here. Needs to be text, I suppose. Save container, save slot name. Cool. Save name, graph name, and then grid cell. I don't actually know. I wish I could new line these. Is that, can I? Can I? Is that, can you do that in Unreal Engine? I never knew. I never knew that. Oh, do I bake? I think I put everything into the save slot name. I think I've forgotten. Yeah, I like make it, don't I? Free. Okay. Okay, music back. Where do I set this at? Save slot. Where are you at? Where are you at? There we go. Get save slot name. Okay, so can I instead just save that on the save container, please? We'll call that save name instead. What was it? Settings. So I have to get input settings from the content. Let me just copy this whole thing down there. Then I need, what else did I say I needed? Graph name. Which will be this guy. Oh, and I'm storing the component name rather than the cell location, I believe. Wait, save name, get component name, get world. Oh, I'm saving the world that it spawned in too. Oh boy. Do I need that? I don't think I need that right now. Okay, so grid cell is actually just going to be component name for the time being. Is there an easy way for me to get grid cell? Although it would be easier for me to look it up by component name. Otherwise, I would have to like build the component name from the grid cell and find it that way. Yeah, okay, so I think this may be actually be easier. So maybe we can change component, what was it? Grid cell to component name. Okay, so we have those things now. Rename graph name to component. No, graph name we're keeping. We're renaming grid cell to component name. Save name, graph name, component name. Okay. Finally, we're inserting data. Okay. What else do I need here? I guess I need to actually insert the PCG points as well. Are there transactions in SQLite? Okay, so I may need like... Should I go through this right now? I'm trying to figure out how to write a transaction. Let's just do a series of prepared statements. So I'm gonna have to insert the save, get it back, right? Unless it returns the IDs and stuff that I inserted. Which I feel like it maybe wouldn't. Yeah, if we don't have a success, failed to insert save, error, save name, sure. You know, you showed earlier a minute ago 12 ms for 15,000 points. That was just loading the data. That was loading the save file on the background thread. Okay. Serializer, welcome in. It's a very apt name for what we're doing here. Okay, so insert PCG save. We got to insert the save. But then I also need to, like, I guess for now I'll just select. What, can I reset this? Reset so it can be used again. Insert PCG save, create. What are we making here? So I'm doing a little bit of a rewrite for some of my serialization. I'm gonna actually use SQLite for it. So I'm writing like the very first SQL statements for it. And this will be for PCG in Unreal Engine. PCG points specifically. Just copy this. I have a wheel with contact points, so out of interest, I set it to 15k points to see how long it would take to construct all the data. But I suppose constructing is much faster than loading. Yeah, I'm not sure. And, you know, game thread versus background thread, I think makes a difference there too. And how much, like, a bunch of saves are happening on the background thread. I'm probably taking up every background thread with the saves, so, and loads. So it's probably a little resource starved as well during that time. But yeah, I mean, it is you got to read the data from disk, so you're constrained by disk speed. What's PCG? PCG is the procedural content generation. It's a framework within Unreal Engine for spawning things like procedurally. Okay, I want to select PCG save ID from PCG save where save name and graph name and component name. Unfortunately, I don't think Copilot understands what I'm doing right now. What's the overall project? So I'm trying to build a game that is a combination of a few different genres. I'm going for like an RPG, something like you could think combat and skill trees and abilities similar to World of Warcraft, not necessarily the MMO nature of it. And then I also want to kind of pair that with a colony simulator. You can think of a game similar to something like RimWorld. And then I also want it to be a roguelite, something similar to Hades. And as a part of that, I have a completely procedural world. So I have like a procedural terrain generation with different biomes and different zones, different terrain noises. I just got done doing underground caves, procedural caves and noodle caves and cheese caves. And as a part of the procedural stuff, I have PCG, which fills the procedural landscape with stuff. And because I want it to be a colony sim that is always going, so and doesn't just, like, you know, either simulate or turn off when you walk away from it as a player, I built an ECS system as well. It's something similar to like what Mass does in Unreal Engine, if you're familiar with that, but I wrote my own. so that I can have the colonists and all the entities in the world always going and always doing stuff. And the resources in the world are spawned by PCG, so I need a way to save those. One, so that PCG doesn't have to regenerate them all the time, and it can just load them. And two, I need to be able to look them up when PCG doesn't actually exist in that location, when, you know, it's unrendered on the other side of the world. So that's how this relates to the overall project. Entity component system, yes, exactly. Kind of like the new Nordhold, but as RPG as well in 3D, I suspect. Let me look up what Nordhold is. I've not seen this. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with Nordhold, but it is 3D, like a third-person camera over the shoulder kind of thing. A tower defense roguelike. Well, so my game won't be a tower defense, but it will have some roguelike elements on it, which I've not even gotten close to touching yet. So, and I guess this is. Do I create here? We create and then we. It's set to step. Which, how do we use that? Show me again. So yeah, I can kind of show off a little bit of the vibe of the game. If this doesn't crash again, we'll see. You know, this is all just placeholder assets at the moment. You know, we're not taking this super seriously. Where is world map? What seat are we on? 17. Let's go to 19. And so here will be the procedural generation stuff. Yeah, there's the world spawning. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to switch to some YouTube lo-fi here. I am getting tired of the Spotify ads. And I'll have to do something about that off stream. Okay. They still look nice, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not spawning PCG at the moment just for testing purposes, but there's me. I'm in the world. And here's the world map, also procedurally generated, and so we have a bunch of biomes that are going to be spawning around me. Right now we only have a few different biome noises, but you can kind of see the borders of this area are made up by these mountains here. So this little choke point right there would be that section right there. So just generating a very small area around the player for now. And then what we just got done with are these caves. Here's a good cave. Here's a good cave. And so it will eventually, you know, a la Minecraft, spawn some stuff down there. Some monsters, some resources, maybe some bosses, maybe there's some underground colonies. Who knows? Who knows? The world is now our oyster. So yeah, that's what we got going so far. I got a little bit of building in there as well. Haven't touched that in a long time though, so that very much does not work. You just have to get column value while step equals row. Okay. Like I said, I'm only expecting one result from this, so. What are my other options here? Row, busy, done. Okay. Oh, so you do, wait, does he create? What does he do here? Okay, so he creates it up here. Okay, so he creates the prepared statement, and then he has a function. Okay, okay, I see. So I can create it outside of this instead of recreating it every time. I suppose that makes sense. I think I need to set binding value by name, save name, graph name, component name. These need to be texts, I believe. Okay. And then get column value by index. And I guess, yeah, I'm only expecting one thing, so we'll initialize it to -1. Okay, and so that is a built-in function. Count value PCG save ID. I do a lot of error handling here. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know where it's going to go wrong. Could not get PCG save ID. And then I guess we can return. Although I suppose we want to reset there. And he said, I think the guy also said you want to delete as well. Okay, otherwise, what are we doing? I guess we just do an else here. But I hit brackets, so we're not going to do that. If we have the value, we need to start inserting. We need to do a for save container point data, get num points. $20 to 25 years since you wrote in C++. Oh my, how it's probably changed since then. How things have changed. Yeah, Unreal Engine C++ is quite a bit different from raw C++. Got its own reflection system built on top of it, so it's got like garbage collection and interfaces and like these U property things here and U functions, all to work with Unreal Engine's blueprint system. So quite a bit different. Quite a bit different. Get point. I guess I can just get point at index. Delved into it briefly a while back. Didn't understand a thing. Yeah, like I wouldn't understand a thing about raw C++ either. Or regular C++ maybe is the better way to say it. Okay, we have the point. Now I need yet another statement. Creating and setting this. To PCG save, we're going to create, insert into, this time the PCG point table. Values. Let's just do, I think the most important thing right now, for one PCG point save ID as the foreign key. That's important. Let's also just do the transform. For now. We'll just save a bunch of transforms. There we go. Thank you, Copilot. Transform point. Transform.toString. So yeah, this is where I need to do the JSON stuff. F JSON object converter, I think. Something about a struct I want. uStruct to JSON object string. Yeah. So we will be inserting a string, and we no longer want that. Why is my mother texting me right now? Mom, what's going on? Oh, she has jalapeno cheddar bread for me. Wonderful. I will have to get that later. I need to pass in the uStruct. Static struct, right? No? Wait, how do you do this again? Hang on. I've done this before. Use structured... Oh, output data. Okay, hang on. I gotta do this a little bit differently here. Wrong way. Wrong order. JSON string, get that in there. Okay, boom. Okay, we're inserting things. And I suppose I have to... Oh, wait, I can do multiple as well, right? Wait, how do I do multiple? Show me that again. Show me that again. Where was that? Where was that? Insert into... Yeah, I should probably do it this way all at once. It'd probably be faster. Yeah, how do I do a prepared statement with multiple here, actually? Set binding value by name. I probably have to set by index, don't I? But then how do I actually create I'd have to like dynamically create the string, the prepared statement string as well. Okay, so this doesn't have a great interface for doing that, I suppose. Okay, do I want to do string stuff? Does it have to be comma separated? Two strings, yeah, that's exactly how I'm feeling about it. That's why I'm not actually doing that right now. There's got to be a better way to do this. I mean, should I just run one? We'll just run one after another and see how bad it is. I mean, that's not really a good test though, because it's not how we'd actually, it's probably not how we'd want to do it. Probably not how we'd actually want to do it. Because we would have to do it in 2 steps. There's definitely a way I can do a function for this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Where's that utils class I created? I knew I was gonna have to create some of my own stuff here. Okay, static bool insert multiple f string base query. I mean, maybe it just builds the query. And then what? Just like num values. Yeah, I guess we'll just return a that's going to return the prepared statement. Where's the typo? There it is. Return a new prepared statement. Or rather, yeah, we can just return a new one. That's fine, I think. Okay. Okay. So we have base query, and we're just going to plus equals no, we're not going to do the values. We're just going to do, I guess I need num rows and num columns. Num rows plus equals, yeah, I guess I need a we're gonna do a counter param counter, and I think it needs to start at 1 for I string params at the end. We're going to need to left chop inline. Chopping 2. So for each num rows, param string plus equals question mark. What is this? F string print F. There's the format, and it's going to be what? Question mark percent D or percent what is it, I for integer, and then param counter. There we go. There we go. And then param counter plus plus. This should be num columns. And there needs to be comma space. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And then I suppose at the end of that we need to call a comma space as well. And then we get here another left chop too, just to get rid of the well, I guess we don't need the param string, right? We're just gonna keep appending to the base query. Statement create in database base query. Yeah. Okay, that's how nasty it is. I don't like it, but this is what we have at home. And so let me take a peek at that. Let me take a peek at that. It says where ID question mark 1. Do we need the 1 there? Or can we just do question marks? I'm not going to create my own compression algorithm. I'm not Pied Piper. Wide diaper. You know that I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Pixel Shake. Silicon Valley. The main actor streams on Twitch. Thomas Middleditch. Okay, they're just using question marks, so maybe this gets even easier. Yeah, okay, so I don't know why okay, so we don't need the param counter part anymore. No more printf. It's a little cleaner. Yeah, his name on Twitch is just Middleditch, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. So get rid of the last two. It's so annoying to me that there's no join function. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should write a join function. I think this will work though. Okay. No, F SQLite utils. Create insert multiple. Bro, hang on. Actually, let me look at this real quick. I have not looked at this. That's just the module. Result set. Okay, hang on. Wouldn't this be easier if you just did a CSV? Well, you can't query a CSV, can you? So that's the answer. It's all about efficiently storing the data such that it can be looked up efficiently. And there's a lot of string buxy wuxiness you'd have to do to query a CSV file. Should I be using this instead? It returns a result set. Maybe this is easier to work with. There will still be some of that as well. I will return. I think what I'm planning to do, at least for the first iteration, is return a set of applicable points. This will be for like when a colonist needs to know where the next piece of food is that he can eat, right? If he's out in the wilderness and starving, I'll be like, okay, for the chunk that he's in, get me all the food spawned points that he has the tools to collect. And I'll probably just return those and then find the closest one from there. This is an interesting little interface that they have here. It doesn't really do a whole lot that's not already done, though. This does handle the prepared statement nicely, though. Hey, Moxie, stay here. Okay, so that doesn't, yeah, this doesn't really do a whole lot extra. I thought there was going to be some extra goodies in there, so let's just keep moving with what we have, and then maybe we'll use that later. Trying to get this working for now. Okay, so create the insert, blah, blah, blah. Database, and then I need to pass in a base query in here, which is just going to be this part. Let's take the values part out of there. Okay. But going back here, base query, we just need to plus equals values. Yep. Num rows, num columns. Point data, num points, 2, is that right? Yeah, we're just doing 2. Okay. Okay. What else do I need to do here? Get rid of that. And so set binding value by index. I need, well, it's just going to be I. Right. Marlexine. Well, gonna be I. Let's just make a param index. It'll be easiest to understand. 0. Increment it. And do it again here. And what are you upset at? Oh, I'm doing it the wrong. Oh, right. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Can we insert some data? Ooh, you know what? I need to make sure that this doesn't create duplicate records. Yeah. Foxy, stop. So it's like an upsert. Is there an upsert for SQLite? Where the heck was I? Foxy, stop it. I mean, I suppose I could just select and do some branching as well. There is no upsert keyword though. On conflict do update that blah blah blah. What if I just want to do nothing? God, this seems like a very complicated way to do an upsert. Can I do like insert if not exist? Insert or ignore into. Oh my god, that's even more complicated. On conflict, do nothing. Okay, so that was the upsert kind of clause that I was... Do I have to pass in? Okay, there's a lot of moving parts here that we're going to have to test out and see if they work. Okay. Insert into PCG save. Okay, I think we're good to put this somewhere. Okay, so here's a background thread. Dr. Elliott, hello. Welcome in, mate. Okay. So let's do this just at the end, just to not conflict with everything else. I'm calling it a U my database, which maybe isn't the right name anymore, since it's not a U object. There we go. Okay. So my database, my DB equals new my database. So that should try to connect. Now this is going to be interesting. Insert PCG save, and then just do this. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. And what happens when... because that's going to happen multiple times. I say fuck it. Let's just rebuild and see what happens. We'll run to the bathroom real quick while that's rebuilding. Oh, nuts. We didn't like the JSON, huh? Why? Oh, I gotta pass the template. What argument? Still no? Static struct is not a member of F transform. Why? Oh, it's not a U struct. That's the issue. Is that the issue? T-based structure after Dr. Elliot, I miss you. I'm gonna save the day here. The problem is, I guess, this wants the, unless there's something else I can use in here. There's overloaded types here that I can actually directly pass it into. Are you private or anything? No. Okay, so struct definition, then the struct, then the string. Okay, so we can do this. I just got to put this here. Okay. No, you don't like that, huh? So once I use script struct, what is get returning here? It does return a use script struct. They're not directly use structs, but they have these templates. What a weird thing to do. F transform, F string. Oh, the second one, I just need to like what, get data? How do I just get the data from this? There's gotta be, is this used somewhere that has done a F transform? Sorry, my big head is in the way, yes. Because usually arrays have like a get data function or something that can return the okay, let's see. So that's what it was complaining about. This is the one I was using before, which won't work because we have to manually pass in the struct type right there. You struct a JSON string, out to JSON string. That's just passing in the struct again. Oh, I just need the ref? No? So that. Wait, there's no way. That's a double pointer. No, that's right. I thought that created a pointer. I mean, I guess it is wanting a pointer. Okay, okay. I don't know. When I read this, like, my brain doesn't think properly, and it's like void star. All right, it's a pointer to nothing, which means raw data, and I don't know what to do with that. And everything that I normally think about pointers and refs just completely goes out the window. Void equals void brain. That's pretty much, yeah, because it is a weird syntax, right? Conceptually, it's a bit weird. But it really just means, like, we don't know the type, right? That's really what it means. Not necessarily that there is no type. Code for C for, like, a day and it'll make sense. You need to talk to that guy who was in here earlier who was writing C 20 years ago. Okay, well, I guess we'll see if that fucking works. Get over there. Okay, so it should just be running on environment item spawner. So a lot of things could go wrong here. By the way, Elliot, have you seen Have you seen my caves? Check out my procedural caves. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that fucking sick? Look at all that. Yeah, and there's another seat here that looks cool too. 19. Wait, was that not 19? We were supposed to be loading 19. Or is it 17? I think 17. 17 was the cool one. Okay. Use script struct is defining the memory of the structure, so it just takes the struct's layout and then memory to that struct for it to serial. That's meaningless to me. That means nothing to me. I'm writing a reflection system. Yeah, of course you are. There you go. Look at that. Look at that landscape. There we go. There we go. This one has a really cool, like, here's a tiny little tunnel here, and then it opens up into this big cave. Now I just need to, you know, get my lighting correct, and then put some stuff in it. It's like a 3D mapping of my brain when trying to learn how to code. Just seeing, trying to, the noodles are just trying to connect. Are you gonna re-implement what Unreal Engine did, or are you gonna do something a little different? Entity test, yeah. Do I know what C-Lang is? I've heard it before. If you ask me what it actually is, no. Oh, just the language? Okay, so I couldn't open the database. Does that mean I can't have more than one? It's this. Okay, this is actually the same error as before. Okay, so let's deactivate that and we'll rebuild. I hate that that throws a fatal error. Can we not do that? New SQLite database. That would be pretty cool if we didn't just fail and crash the engine just because the database didn't open. And we handle that a bit more gracefully would be cool. Unreal Andy, how's it going, mate? Welcome in. We're trying out SQLite stuff today. We're trying to get this working. Now what's happening? Wait, why is this opening now? Wait, oh, did the engine just open? I may need a subsystem. So that there's only one database connection. That might be the issue. I might need a database folder too. We'll put it in subsystems for now. Yeah, you're doing some big brain stuff over there, Elliot. It's too 5 head for me. We're gonna do just a U object for now. Database subsystem. Okay. Okay, database, new my database. I don't know if I actually need to do anything. And deinitialize? Maybe I'll just explicitly call the deconstructor. Which is, what was it? It's this thing? No, did I call that wrong? Probably. I did it backwards, okay. Is that not how you call that? Oh, I gotta use the pointer to it, okay. Duh, okay. So database equals new database. Okay, so what do I want? Just like a get database function, probably. I'm so used to typing U in front of things. Okay, so get database, and then going into the spawner, U database subsystem. What? MyDB, DB system, call this that instead. DB system, get database, insert. Okay, let's see what happens now. I don't know, is a U subsystem, is that on the world, like, or is that only world subsystems? Because I know there's the game instance subsystem, and you have to get that from the game instance. And you can't do get subsystem here for that, so never actually just used a blank subsystem. That's nothing, it's abstract. I think that's what this is telling me here. I mean, I don't need it to do anything other than be a singleton. Is the engine subsystem is the base one then? Yeah, that's what it was complaining about. So does that mean it just starts up when the engine starts up, I suppose? Yeah, I know they all have like a slightly different like life cycle, you know? So it kind of makes it. I've always just used the world subsystem. I probably could have here, but like, I don't know. I'd like to be able to access my database when the game world isn't loaded. Okay, it still hates me. Okay, it specifically doesn't like, so do those not exist on the world then? Oh yeah, it does have to be a U world subsystem, it seems. Unreal Engine subsystems. G engine get subsystem. Is that a global variable? That doesn't exist, sir. But maybe, how do I get G engine? Engine subsystems. It's there, just search. Writer doesn't like it. I mean, I guess it is there. Did the function change a little bit then? Or it's specifically get engine subsystem. There we go. Okay, we'll try that. Yeah, Elliot, we're trying to get our I built the whole PCG serialization system just doing binary serialization, and it's just really messy, and there's like a lot of moving parts to it. I'm caching things in memory, I'm reading, I'm writing, you know, multiple things can request a read, you know, it's just kind of messy. And what I need that for is like whenever my world despawns but is still going, right? And my colonists and stuff need to... Okay, so it didn't crash, so we're good now. So it must have been the trying to multiple connections here. But like when my colonists are trying to like go search for the nearest mushroom, you know, the points for those are saved and annotated, and ideally that's going to be in the SQL database. And so I'm going to try that out and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully performance is fine, but I like, one, being able to have like transactions, and two, being able to query this data and have it organized better than just different save files, because the save files are getting very messy. Like, you know, you can only partition it so much before it just gets really difficult to manage. You know, you have to like pick different save file names and stuff like that, and like I'll need to know like which points represent something that you can chop for wood and which points represent something that's food that I can gather without any tools, you know, stuff like that. So that's what we're hoping to use it for. That, and just loading it back into PCG whenever it's needed, whenever PCG is actually rendering. So so we have save, and we should be inserting. Let's I'm gonna throw a breakpoint there just to see if we get there. I probably can just rerun the graph here. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Are we getting any errors? Are we getting any oopsie fucksies here? Not seeing any. Not seeing any of the error logs. Okay. Can I query the database? Can I see? Whoops. I would like to just see the data. Nothing is in there. Okay, we have data in here though. We have 66 rows of nothing. Which is great. The primary key auto increment works great. It works great. But we did not actually insert any data. No data. Okay, so set binding value by name. I'm gonna guess. Do we need to put the at there? They don't do it on the get. Oh no, he's doing it here. Yeah, okay, he does put the at there. But when you get it, you don't have to have the at? Okay. Well, okay, edit data. Can I just, how do I drop the table? Delete rows. Do we do it? Did that actually delete? How do I, oh, submit. It's a read-only database. I was told this was a modified table. What? Delete rows. Push. Details. Why is it read-only though? I don't want it to be read-only. How do I make it not read-only? Let me copy this. I guess I could just drop table too. New query console. Drop table, PCG, save. Run. Why is it read-only? I was literally in here like editing shit. Okay, edit table. Modify table. I could edit here just fine. I can't actually run queries from here? Edit data. Why is it? Why are you telling me it's read only? Okay, time to Google. I'm gonna search IntelliJ database SQLite read only. Several processes have the database open at the same time. Okay. I feel like that's probably the case for me. Okay, is something stuck writing then? Because it says multiple reads can be done, but only one process can be making changes. This locking mechanism might not work correctly if the database file is kept on an NFS file system. Microsoft documentation says that locking may not work under FAT file systems if you're not running that. Okay. Threads are evil, avoid them. SQLite is thread safe. We make this concession since many users choose to ignore the advice given in the previous paragraph. Okay, so I'm gonna assume it's because... Did I not, like, clean something up correctly? And so it's like stuck writing or something. Well, I think maybe I need to do this. Okay, let's rebuild that to like clear the connection or whatever. Maybe I can run this now. No, deactivate. Edit data, PCG save. Delete rows, push. Okay, that worked. Okay, so it was because of Unreal Engine for some reason. So maybe it was just because I wasn't deleting that object. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what I was doing wrong. So we probably inserted some stuff just from loading that, didn't we? We did. We have data. We have data. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, that was from the hierarchy test graph? Oh, I think that internally runs the forest graph. Okay, so that's actually not the graph name we want. That is the wrong graph name. But I think that's how I was saving it already. I need the local graph name, I think, maybe. Source component, get original component, get graph, get name. Okay, that's gonna. I remember that's actually quite annoying. We'll worry about that later. Wait, can I delete? Can I edit from here now? Delete these rows. Push. No, no, I cannot. Okay, so. Is it because I just haven't deinitialized it? Like, does that need to happen? What am I looking for? Here we go. So is it just like, I'm wondering if like it's this specific open here, like that's what it means when it says only one thing can be reading or writing, like when I have read, I'm opening it read write here. So should I open and close the database like as needed? So that I can work with it in here better? Because otherwise I have to stop the engine and restart it when I want to edit the database from in here. And I assume like doing the little online editor. Load database. I assume trying to drop from here is not going to work either. Run. PCG save? What did I call it? It is PCG save. Oh, drop table. I should have truncated. I think I just deleted the table on accident. Oops. Oh no, it's just not there at all. Hello, please. I mean, this is still working. Data tables, oh, databases, oops. We're gonna show like the table, like just list table names is what I want. DB info. Tables. Okay, so it's saying that the table that I have here does not exist, which is weird considering that it is indeed here. Oh, here's a drop. I could have dropped it like that. Did that actually insert into the table though? SQLite sequence. Create table T. Is this actually editing the table? Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Now it's showing me the schema. Okay, I don't think... I feel like this is not actually editing the table. It's like editing a copy of it, because I don't see the PCG save table because I dropped it on accident. Truncate, I think, is what I was wanting. Drop table deletes the table. Truncate deletes all the data in the table. Okay, so that's just like... That's why this one works, is because it's probably editing a copy, which doesn't help me at all, actually. Okay, so same issue. Okay, so what I want to do here... What do I want to do about this? Moxie. I think... Guys, get out. Go. Get out. So I think probably what I want to do then is like... When the game is running, I'm just going to have the database open at all times. To prevent any kind of performance issues that may happen when opening and closing for every statement. But when it's an editor, then maybe I'll just have it open and close for every statement. I think that's probably the way to get around it. So I think maybe what I'll do is hop off, because I need to go now. Short stream tonight. I think odds. We'll send you guys over to odd. Yeah, I'm gonna go spend some time with my girlfriend now that she's home. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me for the short time that we had together. Hopefully next time I stream I'll have this SQL stuff figured out and it won't be such a boring slog, and we'll actually get to do things. So yeah, until then, see you guys later.